All right, gonna start the exhaust on here today. I had to find some reducers. I found some, although these headers are older. Um, got me some nice reducers here for them. Came with some gaskets as well. These are the old flanges that came with them. I don't need them to come with gaskets. And these are thicker. Look at that flange, the thicker flange. So if you look at this flange compared to this vintage flange, much thicker flange. This reduces 3" to 2.5". Comes with the flange gaskets as well. Just a perfect fit. Yeah, I'm excited about running this thing. You guys can see how that pipe is already curved off. And I gotta get some bolts. So I'm gonna go buy some bolts so I can get started with this and get ready to knock it out. All right, stay tuned. All right, let me show you where I'm at right now. And I'm draining the transmission fluid out. I'll show you guys what I did real quick with the transmission gasket when I installed it some months ago. Perfect install. However, well, I can't call it perfect because I split the gasket. Split the gasket there. So I had a little leak here. It was running out on the pipe. Because look at this. Need some, man. I split the gasket here. So I'm leaking from this corner. I mean, everything else is perfectly sealed. I'm leaking from this corner. And that sucks because I have to remove the pan. So I'm draining it out right now. But I have these reducers on just for my mock-up. And show you guys what I'm doing right now. So, like I said, this is a 3" to 2.5". 2.5" pipe we're working with right here. So what I want to do is, you see this bend here, we want to get as close as possible be here because if you look at the plane of this or the level this is, these pipes are lower. If I wish to run the pipe straight out, you know, it'll be low to the ground. You know, it won't look right. You want to go up some, and if I can push, I want to push this back. I want to catch this curvature here when I come up. So I'm going to push this back. Just like so. I'm going to push that back because you can see how it curves up right where I want it to be at right now. And I may have to tilt it a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Because I'll show you guys where I'm trying to stay at. I want to be here in this area here. I want to run it back here, like right in front of this, but in this area. So I may have to just tilt it a little bit. We're gonna have to make a cut here, but we're gonna come up some. Same as this one. As you can see, this pipe is on an angle. It comes out towards the driver's side, if you will. It's on an angle compared to this one. It's more straight back almost. With this now, we want to come out, go up, and curve like so. I'm gonna stay within. So we're gonna push this one up too some. Push that one up. Like I said, this is just up here for mock-up. And I want to stay within, so I'm gonna rotate a little bit so I can cut. I want to try to stay within here when I run it back towards there and have the mufflers there. So you guys can see how it's gonna be. But yeah, we're gonna mock this up all the way back, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. I was gonna come out. My initial thought for this exhaust, for this dual exhaust, is have the tips come out here. Have the muffler stop here in this vicinity, and just have the tips, you know, come out. Sort of like a drag style, but just have the tips right at the rear end, coming out the rear end, just on both sides, opposed to just going around the rear diff and coming out over there, or swinging them around to go out to the back. I've seen some dual exhaust on these vehicles and some really nice jobs, but just want to make mine kind of nice looking and simple. So I may have to cut a little bit more off of here. I'm gonna show you guys why, because it's coming how I want it to come. Let me turn my it's coming how I want it to come, but I may be a little bit too high here, even though it's coming out exactly where I want it to come to run back on my plane, to run all the way back. So I may make another small cut here just to lower it, because you know I'm kind of close there. I don't want nothing to be close to the, and if I angle it a little bit, just a little bit, I get too close to the body, I don't want it to vibrate. So I want to come down maybe inch at the most and just run it back, because this is kind of exactly where I want it to be at. All right, let me slice a little bit more off of that. Guys, look, this is probably what you're going to see when it's on the ground. Like, you'll see some exhaust, but a lot of it will be tucked in. Let me show you where I'm at right now. This is where I want to be at. I like that. And I'll show you what I did. And if you look on this side, got this some symmetry there. Got the same gap from the draft shaft, and we're tucked in there. We're headed out exactly where I want to go. Show you guys how I did it. So this section here is rotated. I curved it a little bit, as you guys can see how it's curved. And this part also, I rotated it to give me the angle back. If I keep it straight up, it'll angle towards the passenger side. So I tilted it slightly to give me the angle to come straight on my path, opposed to it going towards the passenger side. So rotated this one like so, and just gave this a little turn to angle me back, because you guys can see there's a little hump here. We want to clear that. We're going to clear that, and that'll be pretty much it, coming straight on back exactly where we want it to be at. Going to get a few tacks on here right now. This is what I'll be using to weld. So we welding with this 75-25 argon gas mixture. I won't be using this helmet when I do the welds. I'll show you what I'm using that I got that's really nice. This thing is a beast. It's another Lincoln hood. It's not auto dimming. Got the wide lens, but I barely use that. I love this. Is like a game changer for me, because look at the lens, you know, the viewing part of it, and it's protecting, made by Lincoln. But yeah, so new to the repertoire. Love that. I've used it, although I've not peeled the plastic off. I've been using this thing like that, because it's so nice. I ain't want to get messed up. Well, we're gonna peel this off. So let me get some tacks on that pipe and keep it moving. Let's check my wire. I haven't had a wire in a minute. Oh, I'm still decent. Got the large spool in here. All right, we're set up. Moved it. Got it plugged up. Got that thick gauge extension cord. And got a video on my channel about me installing that, as well as this. Got the car charging now. Flawless install on this as well, in case you want to check that out. I thought I had the camera recording, but got some decent tacks on there. I thought I had the camera rolling. Got some nice tacks on there, and yeah, no camera roll once again, but it's okay. Yeah, now we can just go and work our way back, and then we'll take it down and weld this thing up nicely. All right, finally got the mufflers down. This is what we're using. Here's the model number. Some really nice mufflers. Show you guys, I'm still in the same spot. I had to make a run, but still about an inch there, inch there. You know, you may think that's close, but you know, I take account for if the motor, you got a bad motor mount, this whole engine is going to shift, or if you're hitting bumps. And look right here, this all just move the draft shaft. This moves uniformly with it, like the whole thing moves. All right, let me move to the next step. All right, this is where I'm at now. I think I got it where I want it to be at. Pretty clean. I may have to do some adjusting, but the muffler gonna sit exactly where it's at. And it is if we look at the back. It's pretty good. That's exactly where I wanted it. Exactly where I wanted it. Got a slight tilt to it, so I gotta straighten it out. We want it to be straight. But this is where I wanted it. If we can look and see where it comes out at. And look, it's just, the tip is kind of where it curves at for the floor pan. It's kind of in that area, exactly where I want it to be at. So if I do run the tips right out, they'll be exactly where I want them at. Or if I want to run them around the diff to the other way, I can. I got ample enough space for that, but gonna want to make sure all the pipes are there. I just have to probably take it down and do some more, a tiny bit more fitting for perfection. Or at least to get it where I wanted it at. And there's nothing perfect, but to make it where I want it to be at. So if you can see here, nice inch and a half, but we gotta rotate this. I gotta make this adjustment. So it's probably gonna be on the lines of that. So 2 inches off, and it's important that I'm gonna clear everywhere, pretty much. Real nice, clear, and I want to be symmetrical there. So, yeah, I want the tips to come out around this area on both sides. So I'm gonna have to do a little something here. I'm gonna have to come down. I have to remove these and come down about maybe another half an inch. Even though I got great clearance there, I don't have it here. I'll scoot it over some, so I can still rotate it here, because it will do. Look at that, I can still rotate it because it's not tight inside of here. So even if I rotate it, I may can be okay. So what I should have did was tighten these bolts, or tighten at least one of them to keep it from rotating, because the wheels are holding. It's just it's pivoting inside of this flange. So I may can get away with this. This is kind of close here, but I'm gonna follow my first man. I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna remove these tacks, and I'm gonna go down about a half an inch here, or about an inch here, because I'll have play if I need to. I'll go an inch here more, just to lower me a little bit to allow me to come up, but it won't be tucked up as far, but it will be still tucked up there. It won't be tucked way up there. It'll still be tucked where it'll look good aesthetically. You know, it's gonna lower here at this section here. It's gonna lower this section only from here to here. It's gonna lower that down some. Everything else is there. Okay, so I just made this tip right now to give me an idea of where I want to go with this. I definitely probably want to go this route, opposed to just curving over, running it back how it was, which would be no problem. This is what I envision. And I made this tip. I'm probably gonna get a really nice tip opposed to this tip. I'm gonna find me something really nice and cool. But symmetry is everything to me. I don't know if you guys are familiar with my channel. I love how, you know, I won't stop until something's symmetrical or as symmetrical as I can get it, because it'll eat me alive if I see it off when I knew I could have made it better. But let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I know this is overkill in a sense, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's like I'll go crazy, and I've adopted that way young. And I kind of hate I did, but in a sense, it's just who I am. But as far as look at the sway bar, to me, the exhaust has to be exactly right there. Just where it's about to make that curve, if you can see that curve contours with the muffler, that's what I wanted at. It has to be right there for me, as well as on this side when I get there. But I like that. Gonna go with some better tips though. Let's just show you guys. I'm trying to line it up as best as possible so it won't eat my brain alive. Okay, I cut 3/4 of an inch off. And they got it. That just put me exactly where I want to be at. You can still see I'm tucked pretty good. Still tucked pretty good. And I go up in there all the way back to the muffler. Exactly where I want to be at. And let me show you how it looks up to here. It looks wonderful. This is it. This is exactly where I want to be at. I came down from that draft shaft. I'm away from the floor pans, well away. I got ample enough space there now, and worry about them bumping in the muffler exactly where I want it to be at. And I've dropped from the draft shaft a nice amount. I've dropped down from it, so I'm not worrying about that at all. Just move it up. It just they'll be in sync with the torque of the engine. So yeah, that's it. That put me exactly where I want to be at now. And now I can give me some tacks and put this side on and hang this side up. I already got a hanger on this side. Got some seals just hanging up there. So I got one somewhere. I'll just try to see how I connect to that. Here I'm working on the passenger side, and I'm heating this pipe up because I need a slight bend to put me exactly where I want to be at for the passenger side, and just have to bend it a little bit, just a little bit off from where I want to be at. So here I'm just heating it up so it can bend exactly where I want it to be at. All right, I think I got it where I want it to be at under here. It's gonna have to work. This is best I can get it without going too close. Going right along this seam, got a nice little gap there, and yeah, I think that's right there. Best I can get it. So I got that holding me up so I can hit some tacks, and yeah, we're just gonna run it out from there. Should be tucked pretty good. So I got it exactly where I want it to be at, and got my height here. Trying to get some symmetry here as best as possible. You know, I'll be cutting that, but this is pretty much how it's going to be. All the way through the pipe there, out with the tips right along in area, like so. So Yeah, we're gonna make a cut here. Measure across there to get that same exact cut. Yeah, we're gonna do that right. So I finally removed this from the box, brand new, no damage to the box. And this is bent pretty bad. I'm trying to bend it back now. It's bent, that's a bad bending. I mean, that's pretty bad. I'm trying to get this out of here somehow. Let me work at getting this back somewhat straight. Got it in now. About to wheel now. About to wheel. That sun, it's 100 degrees out here today. It's 100 degrees. And that sun is baking. So I moved this trailer in front of here to give me some shades and be in this area welding. It is baking out here today. Baking. So, gonna remove the exhaust. Do the driver's side first. I remove this on. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. So I'm gonna remove this one right now. And I gotta order me a gasket for that pan. Another gasket, that sucks. Order me a gasket for that pan, but no problem. I'm not in the way. I can take that pan off effortlessly without removing the exhaust at all. So this is how it's gonna run, guys. I'm gonna run that seam all the way there. So I'm tacked in place. Just gotta remove the bolt. So let me do that right now. I can remove this. I'll clean up everything. Oh, we gotta get a, it's a powder coated. One of these. This one will go right here. No. Right here. A little back some though. Right there. Alright, let me get some stuff cleaned up here. And I'll be back in a minute. Probably I'll mount the camera for some of the wheels. Let's have some fun though. Alright, just clean the surface of the muffler up. Use some acetone, get that grease off. Because I use some oil for the grinder and spray it everywhere. So pretty much dialed in where I want to be at. Alright, I'll put some wheels down now. Let's do the top first and then I'll work my way around to the bottom. So I'll start here, you know. I'll hit all the top parts that I can. And watch this thing work. This pipe gonna get hot. Alright, let me get comfortable and turn up. Alright guys, I have to take a break. I'm sweating so bad. And I got laid down some pretty decent wheels. Gotta go all the way around. The top side is done. So I'm gonna flip it over, do the back side, but I'm sweating super bad. Super bad. It's so hot out here. I picked a fine day to do some welding. All right, let me flip it over and do do the back side so we can put this pipe up. So yeah, look. All right, we flipped over. I just cleaned the surface, the grinder. Very important to keep the surface clean as you can get it. As clean as you can get it. And get the best wells from it's clean. So I'm not the camera on this, so I'll take you guys through the welder. We got some decent welds here, but I don't know, because it's so hot out here. My welder kind of acting look crazy. It's 100 degrees out here today, and it's acting a little weird. It keeps stopping on me, and I don't know. Yeah, it stops on me, and then it'll go, but not too bad. Something a little bit better, but. It's exhaust. It looks good. Looks good. So we're sealed up here. Got some decent welds. Now let's install this one back, and then we'll do the passenger side. I don't know what's going on. My phone says 102 degrees out here today. That sun is baking. All right, I'm back under here. Gasket. Gasket. Pretty big gasket too. And stop washing. Alright. Sitting back and relaxing now that I'm sweating like crazy. Put the word up because it's acting crazy, and another reason I'm almost out of gas, and it's super hot out here. But yeah, I'm just welded that section on, and I'm gonna go back out with it. I just need a break because I'm super hot and exhausted today. Did a lot of running, but this is the passenger side. I have to go back out with it. The sun is setting a little bit, so it's getting a little cooler, but still hot. All right, let me put this side up, and we'll start trying to work with the hangers. Done with the exhaust. I'm talking about there, right there, symmetrical, same hangers. Everything the same length. I took a measuring tape and to hold the board up so the tips can come out the same length as well. Mufflers the exact same height. I'm talking about identical. Everything's the same length. Show my camera. The hanger's in the same position. Look at this. Check this boy. Got this a little plate from the rubber. No, not budging. Yeah, but turned out beautiful. Oh, I guess I can show how it looks, how it tucks in, you can just see how I got it tucked in as far as I can get it tucked in, but that is nice. So see how it tucks in as well. All right, today I'm gonna start this thing up for the first time with the new exhaust. Overcast, weather's been crappy and it's a little chilly today. So it's been installed for a few days now, and I got some gas. I'm pouring some gas in the, finally put some gas in the tank now for the first time. Got a battery in here, and just gotta make sure everything is okay. So hopefully everything's all good. We're gonna start this thing up. Oh, I gotta put some transmission fluid. So let me show you all that right now real quick. All right, we're under here. And you guys can see we're sealed up. This thing ain't never leaking no more, ever. And we should be all good now. So let's pour some transmission fluid in here, and let's see how this thing sounds. I'm excited, and I'm anxious. I'm very anxious to see how it sounds. I haven't heard it quiet since I bought it, so let's see. All right, let's get some transmission fluid in here. All right, let's inspect for leaks. Make sure we're not leaking nowhere. Okay, we all good. All right, now here we go. Let's start this thing up. This is the first time I'm putting gas in since I installed the fuel tank. Let's check under here for leaks now. To make sure we're not leaking gas nowhere. Make sure we're not leaking gas. All right. That's all good. No leaks. All right, let's put some gas in the car, but let's start this thing up. All right, let's mount the camera towards the back. Let's see what we get. Gas up. The gas ain't pumping up. No gas. Oh man, when it was running, it sounded beautiful. Okay, let's see. paused it here because you guys can see the flange is not tightened all the way there. So I got some seepage there. And on the passenger side, I didn't have a bolt in the header. Didn't notice it until later. And the gasket blew out. But I fixed that too. You guys will see. I got an exhaust over here. I paused it here because I want to note I was expecting this thing to smoke longer than it did because this is the longest this has ran within the last 3 years. I say 2 years later on, but it's been almost 3 years, or maybe nearly 3 years since it ran this long. And I've done so much to it. I have so many parts off, so I was expected to smoke this long. Look, oh, I got the capo. I'm tripping, guys. Let me clean this up. Okay, guys, I got some of the stuff cleaned up. It went fine everywhere. I'll be using this cap for right now. I got a new cap. I'm not gonna install it. This is a new cap too, but I got one that relieves the pressure. So we're gonna use. I just topped it off as well. And using this. I know why I am leaking. I have an exhaust leak over here. You guys can see I am missing the bolt. I'm missing the bolt right there. I don't know why I didn't put it in. I'm missing the header bolt right there. I hope I didn't blow the gasket out, or I hope the gasket ain't blown out. More leaking there. And yeah, I gotta do some changes, but we just want to let it run for a while. I knew it was gonna smoke. It should be cleaned out in a minute, but I got antifreeze everywhere. So let's start this thing up and let it run again, and see what happens. These are brand new belts, so that's why the belts were screeching, because of the antifreeze that went everywhere. So, yeah. All right, let's start it up. Out of it. No gauge is working. Every gauge is working fine with the exception of the tachometer, and I'm working on that right now. So there'll be another video coming out about that shortly. But yeah, everything else works fine. Gotta figure that out. Well, at least the tachometer's not working and the tach's not working. The temperature may be working. So the tach's not working. This may be working. It's low. Temperature coming up. This thing sounds super good. It sounds super good. Alright. Gonna work out the kinks. I'm gonna try to go again. See it start right up. Starts right up. I'm not sure why that tach's not working. Yeah, I gotta work out a few things, guys. Alright. Excuse me for this carbon monoxide attack over here that's going on. But it cleared up. Started up on a dime. Got an exhaust leak over there, and the tech's not working, and it sucks. Take no time to remove it, but I'm working out the kinks right now. The exhaust sounds super good. You got to make a couple of fixes, and we should be good. Hopefully, I ain't blew out that gasket over there. I don't know where that bolt went or why that was like that. I have no idea what happened to that head of the bolt or why I didn't install it. If my memory serves me correct, I was missing a bolt and I thought I got it and slipped my mind to install it. So hopefully the gas is not blowing out right there. It don't take long. Gotta still work out some things, but yeah, I'm loving how the exhaust sounds. The thing is breathing. Those Flowmasters sound really good. Really good. And we're cleared out from the smoke. They said it hasn't ran this long in almost 2 years now. This is the longest ran in 2 years, so as expected, especially with all what I've done to it. But I'll change the oil. Let's check the oil real quick. Change it out. 2-year oil should be still super clean. Yes. Crystal clear still. Yeah, the oil's still clear. Very clear. But we changed this out. We're gonna change that out. And of course, antifreeze still dripping just as hot. And that's just what exploded out the radiator on the initial start. So a couple things to work out, which is the tack, and get that bolt in. Hopefully I don't have to remove that header to put a gasket on it. Another, because they're brand new. Alright guys, I'm done. I fixed it. The leak. Pretty much got it quiet. Now it's been changed over. Here's the old one. Doesn't look bad. There's some spots on it. This is what I use. Velcro. And sounded real good. I'll show you guys. Quiet now, and it's running super good. So start up on first try. Back up. All right. We're all good now. Just make sure I fine-tune it before I piece everything back together. Fine-tuning everything. Sounds super good. I got this like this. That's for the alarm. I'm still figuring that out right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I'm currently working on a tachometer situation right now. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I got a very detailed video coming out, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching. Terrence, I'm out.